industry have the narrative and can't government have the narrative. So this is not propaganda or propaganda. It's for the beauty of music connecting us, and this is where we're at right now. So
yeah. Let me ask you, Chuck, what does it mean to you? We just saw American jazz back in the day. Now we see rock, hip hop. What does it mean to you to get that music that comes from the people out around the world?
Well, to say 80 years ago, which might have been looked at as a propaganda move. This is apolitical, but everything is political. So it's very important to stay on top of it. Today, everybody is connected, and Lyor's right there to tell you that there's billions of people on YouTube that speak that language.
Yeah, Lyor, tell us what you're doing.
I would say it's surreal, because I remember my father was a huge Dixieland jazz fan, big jazz fan, and I actually got a chance to see some of the footage that our previous jazz ambassadors did as they were influencing and flexing American culture around the world. And it gave me goosebumps to think, oh my God, here, fast forward, I'm in the music business. I started in rap music, and I have rappers. I have Chuck D with the Secretary of State at the Secretary of State's, the treaty room, talking about American soft power and trying to remind the world about how important it is culturally, the influence of American art. And so it's surreal to me. And thank you for celebrating some good news, because we need some good news. We need to remind the world that we have more in common than what separates us, and what better way than through music.
Your passion is so deep. You started, like Chuck, from the ground up in this business. You're now at one of the largest companies in the world. We just heard Chuck say, okay, it's apolitical, but it's not. Google, which operates in so many countries, how does Google, from your view, see this? What is the benefit? What is the goal?
Well, the benefit is to work alongside of our government to promote peace and to promote American music and culture, just to show the world and to show about how incredible culture could cut through some of the differences.
Yeah, and Chuck, if I can be a little idealistic, I'm curious how you feel on both sides of it. We mentioned that you've been very political. You're not new to this, but you're a beloved artist. I feel okay saying that, and so you've been on both sides of it. When you're on that Bernie Sanders stage, it could be divisive. In the primary, it's him and Hillary. In the general, it's him or Biden and Trump. When you're on that concert stage, and I've seen you in concert, it's completely unifying. And the people, age, country of origin, which Lyor mentioned, religion, racial diversity, everybody's moving to Public Enemy War together. So how do you see, having been in both those worlds, and what you guys are doing here?
It's accountability and responsibility. And also, people ain't stupid. However, everybody's attached with the gadgets. And so therefore, we tell them, don't be lazy on the optics. Listen, there's detail, in presentation, or you want to teach artists and performers how to be detailed. Our first manager is Lyor. We go around the world. I started out my career being waken up by dogs. And shout out to all my Public Enemy brothers. Every single one of them have made a gigantic contribution in their way. We get waken up by dogs going from West Germany to play in Berlin, which is split on both sides, and you got kids. You got fans on the east side of Berlin trying to get to the concert, but there's a wall in between, the Iron Curtain. We've seen Kendrick Lamar recently bring Crips and Bloods together. For years, we promoted Palestinian rappers and DJs and Israeli rappers and DJs that have a different language with each other about what's going on than the government at hand, wants to speak in the language of bullets and bombs. You just can't wait for things to happen. As an artist, you got to make things happen. I learned from the three Bobs. Bob Marley, we just saw.
Yep.
Bob Dylan. And Bobby Womack. Let's make it happen.
Hey, respect. I love that. Before I let you get out of here, it is, you said 6 months, a year gone by. Well, we're closer than 6 months, 5 months out, Chuck, from the election. The debate is coming this week. Given all your politics, your password with Rachel, I did want to ask you what you're keeping an eye on going into the debate, What do you say to people, including a lot of young people who are your fans, some of whom say, I don't know, I don't care about this year, it feels like both, there's some apathy about both candidates. So I give that to you, Chuck. Artists, the debate, the election.
Shoot, you better pay attention. Cheapest price you better, that you're going to pay.
Lyor and Chuck telling us about a lot of things, including this new project with the State Department, with Google and YouTube. Appreciate it. Great to have you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Joe.
All right, pay attention, really.